Now next, one last thing which I want to show here is we already talked about how we can apply the SQL filter, but we can also apply the actions on that. And to do that, I'll go back to the code here and I'll just comment this thing. I'll just comment this thing also, and again I need to comment this also, and I'll just copy some of the code which we have used earlier for the SQL filter, and I'll say SQL filter and action. In this I'll paste it here, and in this I will just change the name of the subscription SQL filter and action, and again I'll change the name of this also. And in this particular scenario I'll just, instead of this way, what I will do, put action here first, and action is something which I can say SQL action. So once we are sending the message, filter has done its work and the action comes into the picture, it says okay, whatever the action you want on this message, I will apply that. And I will just say in our scenario, set age is equal to age into 2, and I'll use semicolon here. That's it. And next, let me next we have, okay, next we have filter, and I want to apply the filter which is SQL filter, new SQL filter, and I want if the name is of, again I'll say for example hero, only accept those messages, and this looks good. And this complete will have a name, and I'll say SQL filter and action. Cool, so this looks good, and I think I'm missing one bracket here. A more is added here, and next I have to create an object. So next we have to send the message. First we will create the object of customer, and we know it just have two properties, age is equal to 32, name is equal to, I'll say hero. That's it. And then we have to create a message sender where sender is equal to client dot create sender, and it should have the topic name. And then we just need to create the message is equal to new service bus message, service bus message. And in this case I have to apply the application properties as I showed you earlier. I'll just copy paste this thing here because we already have created earlier, and obj, this looks good, semicolon, and once this is done, await sender dot send message asynchronously, and just need to pass the message. Yep, everything looks good. And if this works, name ava does not exist in current context. Okay, let me just run and see what is the issue here. So the execution is in progress, and let us see what the age will become. Okay, so it has completed. Let me go back to the, and first I refresh and see if it has created the filter. SQL filter rule and subscription, yes, and there is a one message present. Let me click on Service Bus Explorer. Pick from start, and let me see what exactly is the properties here. And if you see, the name is Hero and age is 64, and if I go back to the code, and if you see, I was passing the age as 32, but we have applied the action, multiply the age by 2, so 32 becomes 64. That is how we can apply filter and action on any of the messages. Cool.